Hi, good morning, everyone. It's Louisa. It's Tuesday, December 30th. I took a very quick trade this morning that I wanted to review with you. It was a very simple setup. It executed beautifully. It was an A+ setup. So let me take you through it. Here we are on the 1 hour chart. As you can see, price has been ranging between this hourly SIBI and this 4 hourly area or region or level here that I've had on my chart for about a month. If you follow me, you've probably got this on your chart as well. So let's move down now to the 1 minute, now that we have ourselves oriented. Okay, so let's look at price opening this morning. My chart's a little busy here, but I think we'll be able to see this okay. There were actually 2 trade opportunities this morning, and I'll show you the second one as well using the same framework. Okay, so 9:30 price opened. So let's just take a look here at 9:30. 9:30 right here. Price opened here at 9:30. Price moved up, it came down, chopping around a little bit. It moved down several times, and the last time it moved down was at 9:46. We took out London low and Asia low. Hope you can see that on my chart. Right here is London low and Asia low. But if we look at ES over here on my left, you'll see that we did not take out Asia low or London low. Therefore, we have an SMT. Now, price came down at 9:46. As long as we have manipulation, if manipulation occurs before 9:45, then I'm able to enter the trade 2 or 3 minutes early. But in this case, final manipulation came at 9:46. Here we have our breaker. So we have a low, high, lower low. So that's a breaker. We have our inverted fair value gap between these 3 candles. So candle 1, candle 2, candle 3. Here's our inverted fair value gap. And here is our first BISI fair value gap. And our change in the state of delivery is the top of this black candle here. Why is this the change in the state of delivery? Because this is the series of down close candles that supported price moving up. I entered the trade here. I'll show that to you in just a second. Price moved up very quickly. My target was London and Asia high. Here we have London and Asia high. So I exited my trade here. We came up just a little bit above that back into this SIBI. And this trade here was, I think it was 42 points. Let me just show you. Right here. Right here is where I entered, and here is where I exited. I entered a little bit early on this candle, but then price came returns and swept one more time. And sometimes that's going to happen, but if you keep your stop loss pretty tight, the loss is going to be very, very minimal, which enables you to re-enter the trade. So that's what happened this morning. Now, I also want to show you the opportunity to enter a second trade. I'll just show you that. So this was 42 points and just shy of 3 RR risk to reward. On these kinds of conditions or in the environment when the price is ping-ponging in a range, these are the types of trades that you can use using the exact same strategy that I use, and it's the only strategy that I use. Now, here's your second opportunity to get into the trade is when price came up, moved up into this SIBI. Again, we're on the 1 minute here. We had, this was London and Asia high. Now, ES also took London and ES high. Price moved down with displacement fairly quickly. Here is our breaker. So we have a high, a low, a higher high, and obviously a lower low. Change in the state of delivery is here. I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger to show you guys. Make sure you can see this okay. This is a change in the state of delivery, and let's just take a look why that's a change in the state of delivery. because this is this series of green candles here. This black down close candle was the candle that resulted in the final push of the green candles into the SIBI. So at the bottom of this candle is change in the state of delivery. We have our SIBI here, or sorry, inverted fair value gap. It was a BISI on the way up, but it's an inverted fair value gap on the way down. And then this is our first BISI or fair value gap. Here's our breaker. So the breaker is between the high and the low. I don't use the wicks, but I do use the bodies of the candles. So this is our breaker. Now, what I was looking for was price to return into fair value or premium. It did not do it. Price came down. Now it's just kind of doing nothing. I'm waiting for the 1045 macro to start. That's the other thing, is the first trade here was in the designated macro, which is 9:45 to 10:15. So I'm watching to see if price is going to return to this fair value area this morning. If not, that's my one trade. I'm done for the day, but I did want to show you how easy this setup is to identify on a chart. And I also want to show you another example this morning. Now, this would have been more of a quick scalp, but I want to show you the exact same setup, okay? Once you start seeing these setups on your chart in the designated time, you're going to see, you're not going to be able to unsee them. So here we have at 8:30, 8:50, excuse me, even better. So this is in the macro had just started from 8:45 to 9:15. So we have our breaker. So let's just put our breaker on there. So we have a low, high, lower low gives us our breaker. We're now looking for an inverted fair value gap. Here's our inverted fair value gap. Then we're looking for a fair value gap. Here's our fair value gap or our BISI. Now we're looking for a change in the state of delivery, change in the state of delivery. Since this is our last black down close candle, our change in the state of delivery is right here. So here's, let me just make that a little bit bigger so you can see it's right here, change in the state of delivery. There we go. So change in the state of delivery, and this would have been our exit here. Now, if you had entered the trade, you can wait for the change of the state of delivery. Ideally, I want to check all the boxes on this. But here is the exit. It would have been 709 to approximately 722. It would have been about a 15 point trade. So exact same setup, nothing changes. Oh, and the SMT, I just wanted to show you that between here and here, we had an SMT, and then on ES, let me just move ES over. So here's our candle. If you look on ES, this failed to take out this low here. So this was a higher high, and here NQ took out this low. So that's all I've got for you guys. I wanted to show you the beauty of this strategy. Don't forget that with a strategy, you need to have a system. A strategy is only one very simple part of a system to be able to become consistent with trading. So this is what I trade. This is my setup every day. Easy to see, easy to identify, and these are all ICT concepts. So have an awesome day, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye for now.